We're standing at the edge of a robotics revolution, and the sparks aren't flying just because of artificial intelligence. Think the robotics boom is just about AI? Think again. There's a much bigger story unfolding, one that's been decades in the making. When Seth Winterroth transitioned from GE Ventures to co-found Eclipse Ventures in 2015, he saw a silent struggle unfolding among robotics startups. Bright minds fresh from leading universities like Waterloo. CMU and MIT were founding innovative robotics companies, yet they kept hitting the same frustrating wall. Almost no one in Silicon Valley wanted to back them. Back then, nearly all the venture capital was chasing established tech applications, Winterroth recalled. Robotics was just too early, too risky for most VCs. But times have shifted dramatically. Now, after spending a decade backing robotics startups, Winterroth believes there's never been a more opportune moment to invest in this space. Not only has the whole robotics sector matured, but both hardware and software elements are now more reliable and, crucially, far less expensive. Fresh data shows this isn't just investor hype. In just the first 7 months of 2025, investors funneled $6 billion into robotics startups, eclipsing funding for almost every tech category outside of pure play AI. Crunchbase even predicts that 2025's funding will leave last year in the dust. An impressive feat for any non-AI segment. But here's where it's controversial. Is the AI hype train the only reason robotics is catching fire? Not quite. While there's no denying that smart algorithms are boosting robots' capabilities, seasoned investors who followed this sector much longer say there's more to the boom than just advances in machine learning. So what sparked this newfound momentum? Winterroth points to a pivotal moment back in 2013. Amazon's acquisition of Kiva Systems, the Massachusetts-based startup known for its warehouse robotics. That deal, Winterroth says, kickstarted a new era, inspiring hundreds, maybe thousands of robotics startups. From 2011 to 2016, there was an explosion of new talent and ventures. While plenty failed, that cycle of trial, error, and adaptation led to sharper strategies and richer expertise for the next generation. And this is the part most people miss. The early stumbles and outright failures were actually a hidden blessing. As B Partners' Kira Noodleman points out, a decade of messy experiments taught founders what real customers actually want from robotics and automation. Case in point, Rapid Robotics, a company Noodleman backed, ended up folding, but not before yielding valuable lessons for future startups seeking product-market fit. She also threw cold water on some early industry dreams. Complete lights-out manufacturing where there are zero humans involved. We disproved that fantasy years ago. Certain tasks, like guiding parts into machines, are simple on paper but tricky in practice. This means there are loads of repetitive, easily automatable jobs that robotics can tackle right now. Fadi Saad of Cybernetics Ventures echoes this, adding another driver to the mix. Hardware is getting cheaper, fast. Thanks to improvements in sensors, processors, and batteries, today's robotics startups can build, test, and scale products more cost-effectively than ever. Now's the perfect time for developing end-to-end robotic solutions, Saad insists. Still, the AI debate isn't going anywhere. With large language models and advanced machine learning drawing headlines, many assume these will soon power every robot. Saad offers a pointed counterview. LLMs mostly learn from text and images online, but real-world robotics need hands-on physical data. Companies like NVIDIA are just beginning to produce models for the real world, but it may be years before robots interact seamlessly with unpredictable human environments. Presently, excitement is surging. But not every robotics company has cracked the code. Some subsectors, like manufacturing, logistics, and construction, have been quick to embrace automation, making them prime targets for investors. Healthcare and surgical robotics, too, are increasingly attractive, with eldercare rising as a new priority. Noodleman, who spent a decade exploring industrial robotics, sees promise in robots supporting aging populations and industries with acute labor shortages. Manufacturing, mining, there simply aren't enough people, and imperfect automation is better than nothing, she noted. Saad adds an interesting twist. Startups focused on specific industries tend to collect richer, real-world data than those trying to build generic technology for every use case. But here's a controversial topic. Are humanoid or consumer robots really the next big thing? Many experts remain skeptical. Saad flat out doubts whether most people even want a robot roommate, now or in the near future. He further points out that even the standout consumer robotics company, iRobot, maker of Roomba, never managed to find a successful follow-up act. Pool cleaners, lawnmowers, mopping bots, none truly caught on, he says. So while truly sophisticated, human-like robots are still years from widespread commercial success, the surging investor interest is creating opportunities and raising expectations. Deal prices are climbing, but overall, that's fueling more innovation as startup founders chase a growing base of curious potential customers. There are now enough success stories to prove that robotic startups can grow into valuable companies, Winterhoff concludes. A decade ago, the entire market was in question. Fast forward to today, and interest from customers is at an all-time high. And now, we turn it over to you. Do you think robots will soon be common in our homes, or is that all just wishful thinking? Is the surge in funding sustainable, or is this just another passing tech trend? Let us know your thoughts and join the debate.